referee situation, blowing the whistle, and they threw and goal. He gave the advantage, then he brought it back.
He said, psych.
You see Haaland turned into Margin Boo, I see.
3 journalists have been banned today for leaking stuff without the permission of Manchester United.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So
they're journalists, that's their job though.
So Man United said the reason why they banned them is because they didn't get a chance to view the comments and at least have time to prepare or respond.
The issue that we've got is things have been leaking out of the club for a long time. That club, I can't begin to explain to you.
The roof.
I was just about to say that.
It is.
That's the first thing that needs to stop leaking.
All right, you're tuned into another episode of the On The Bench podcast. I'm your host, Jay Dan. And on the bench today, I got with me Mr. Talk to Frank. I think he's part of the team now. You know, he wants to put in his transfer request. You know, he done his Arsenal fan transfer.
Oh, don't stop that.
Now he's doing his On The Bench transfer. He's part of the team.
You're on the bench here, Arsenal, no chance, mate.
Bro, you move like an Arsenal fan in the football group. You know?
Don't insult me.
You're an Arsenal fan, low key. That's just cool. It's okay, bro. I understand. All right, cool. And also on the bench today, we've got the East Midlands Drake, Mr. AKA Mr. Love Island, Mr. T Raw, Tony Tone. What's happening, bro?
It's not my name anymore.
What's your name
now?
now?
On, address me as Wataru Endo.
You know, when he
World's
scored.
best DM.
Are you back on this, yeah?
Hey, I've been on the train. I ain't never left.
You back on it?
Hey, we got no stops. The train's just gonna keep
Are
on
you back
going.
on this Endo?
I never left. I got the ticket.
All right, cool.
Anyway,
I'm going to hold you to
We'll
that.
check the previous episodes, innit?
Hey, listen, don't check shit.
And also on the bench today, we got Mr. Thomas Party. He's back from 7 injuries.
You know what I'm saying?
AKA Mr. Stat Man. Call him Mr. Stat Bundles. You got your stats right?
Yeah, of course, always.
Bruv, make sure you got your stats
Check
right.
the tapes for that.
Do you know
Check
what
the
it
tapes
was?
for that.
I was doing a
Always
KDB.
mine.
Is that what you've been doing while you've been injured? You've been getting your stats
No, I was
right,
doing
yeah?
the KDB thing. You not see he's been flying out everywhere. At fashion shows, at Formula One, everything but ball.
All right, he's back. All right, we're going to jump into the Arsenal game. My boys obviously beat Wolves 2-1 at home. Saka got the first goal. Odegaard got a brilliant goal. Well, not the build-up was brilliant, should I say. Arsenal smashed it. We're going to start off with Mr. Statman with this one. How are we looking? We're top of the league.
Top of the league, but I'm not. There's still a little bit of convincing that I need, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, for those 15, 20 minutes, we played exceptional. But then after that, it's like we just kind of went flat. And then once Wolves got that one goal back, then it started to look a bit like old Arsenal. We started to get a bit shaky in the last 5-10. So
2-1's always a dangerous score.
Yeah.
Very, especially in the last 10 minutes.
Once you get that first goal
Yeah.
and you've got the momentum, it's always long. But got the 3 points in the end. That's all I can ask for.
Yeah. All right, cool. What do you think about Zinchenko, man? Fell asleep.
Dead.
It's like he just goes, I don't know what's wrong with him. He goes to Alice in a Wonderland, bro. He just does some madness.
You see that thing which Aaron Ramsdale said where he said he can't focus for 90 minutes?
Yeah.
That's what Zinchenko's got as well.
He's not a left back, is he? He's not a natural left back.
I just don't get it. And
Go on.
I don't think, you know, like with Trent, what you get in the midfield is worth the it's worth it. With Zinchenko, he brings a bit, but not enough for it to really be worth the detriment.
That's true. You know, when you look at it like that, he doesn't create enough for it.
Yeah, like cool, he got the assist, but it's like I could see Tomiyasu doing the exact same thing as him in that lead up to that goal.
You reckon?
I could see
Tomiyasu is better defensively as well.
Yeah, I can see Tomiyasu doing the 1-2.
I don't know about that one.
Defensively, man.
I don't know about that.
No, Tomiyasu could do the 1-2, but it's just like when he's on that side, Arteta's like, no, you stay back here and don't try none of that. So is what it is.
Tomiyasu play left back.
Yeah, he does. He does sometimes.
He plays
Why
left
ain't you
or
tried
right?
that with well, you ain't Arteta, but fuck Ben White. 'Cause
Would
Ben White
put
can play
Ben White
DM.
left back?
Yeah, no, put Ben White on the right. And
Because
have him do the little
him
inverted.
and Saka do the overlap thing, innit?
Yeah, they got a good partnership
And
going.
like their overlap is kind of like they don't think about it, they just do it. Sometimes
natural.
Yeah. Sometimes Ben's just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm going forward this time. And Saka's just like, cool, I'll let that run through, and then they swap. But I don't know if I could see Ben White stepping in to be trying to dictate in the midfield a little bit in the box.
DM before. He's played DM.
Yeah, but
Could do
I
it.
think that'd be scary, you know.
I reckon he
I
might.
see
reckon he
Ben.
might do
I see
that.
Ben too far up, and it gets me a bit anxious.
He's not bad defensively. He's
no, he's
good
not.
on the ball.
Yeah, I don't know.
Work better than.
I don't know if the
Fraudchenko.
passing's there though.
Is the passing there with Zinchenko?
It was, yeah. So fair enough.
But you
That's
don't got to
fair point.
remember, we got Timber coming back. I reckon he's gonna be
Janet.
our left back to do the inverted thing on the
reckon-
side.
Well,
100%.
Timber was obviously signed because he can play 2-3 different positions. He can play left back, right back, centre back. He was one of the gems at Ajax under Ten Hag,
Sick,
along
yeah.
with a couple of. Yeah, he's. The only thing is, like I said to you before, because of the level of the injury, because it's a knee ligament injury, it'll be because the way that he plays low center of gravity, it relies a lot on movement. You know what I mean?
Is he gonna come back?
Is he going to come back? I mean, obviously the first few months maybe not, but will it sort of strengthen over the course of 6 months
true.
to a year?
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens when he returns. But no, he's a hell of a player, Timber. It was really unfortunate. Hey,
DVD took a year. Now look at him.
yeah, but I still think that he's lacking that extra edge for Van Dijk. I don't think he's getting to the levels, but I don't think he'll ever get to the level that he was 3 years ago.
No one will. Is like who comes back from a knee injury that serious?
Well, this is what I'm saying. That's the point I'm trying to make, because we don't know what condition Timber's going to come back in 6 months or 4 months, whatever it is. So that's what we need to see.
Hopefully he comes back the same. Obviously, I won't play the same straight away, but hopefully he comes back good.
Yeah.
Did you see the Nketiah miss?
Yeah.
Wait. I ain't pressed the button yet. All right, Eddie. I was vouching for you like the beginning of the season. You can't be doing this, brother.
You said when he starts, he scores. He didn't start, so.
All right, cool, but
If
you
I
can't be
speak-
doing this. Yeah.
If I speak on Edward and Nketiah,
Quoting governments out here.
Bro.
it's like him and Jesus just want to have a battle for who they want me to hate the most, and I really like Eddie sometimes.
Wait, pull up. You can't hate Jesus.
No,
You got
let me-
mad.
Now I'm
Let me
starting to
tell
hate
you
him.
why.
Who Jesus?
Let me
Yeah, you know, bugging, bro.
Do you know what? It's exactly what we just said about Zinchenko.
Yeah.
He does, like, it's a little bit more in Jesus' favor because he does actually link up the play. But what he lacks in putting the ball in the back of the net sometimes is not worth what he does trying to create. 'Cause
I rate Jesus.
if he's trying to create and it's not working, then what? I need someone who's just going to put it in the back of the net.
But some players don't. Players miss chances, you know.
You know, but Jesus,
They miss a
he
bag
does
of
he does
chances.
two things. He misses loads of chances and he doesn't even shoot sometimes. Like,
I know, but his creative side's crazy, bro. He's a serious threat.
No,
I rate
Jesus
man.
is a very. Listen, it's getting to the point now. I mean, 2 years ago or a year and a half ago when you signed him, he was the perfect player for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Now, because of the levels that you've gone to now, I said this a few weeks ago actually. I feel like it's getting to the stage where you're being like, right, we need someone better now.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You
Yeah,
need
yeah,
someone to
yeah,
take you to the next level. You need a Lewandowski, a Harry Kane, a Benzema, that sort of level. You know what I mean?
A
Aguero.
serial killer.
This is what you
Playing
need.
all
Yeah,
games,
that obviously they're not easy to come by and they're expensive as well. So I'm not saying Jesus isn't a quality player, and I'm not saying that he wouldn't, still be in the Arsenal squad. But is he the player to lead the front line for you lot 30, 40, 50 games a season, getting 20, 30 goals a season? I don't know.
I wouldn't want to sell
Firmino
him.
did it. He didn't need to.
Yeah, but Firmino had Salah and Mane around him as well.
Exactly. So step
but-
up. Step
How many
up.
goals did
Both
Firmino
of-
score a season, roughly?
Not a lot.
No.
His best
There was that
season
one
like
season.
15, 16.
Nah, it was
In
more
the
than that.
Prem.
Surely it was more than
Nah,
that.
no,
League.
no,
Yeah,
no.
league. Yeah. I'm
Nah.
talking. I'm
I
talking
think
all
that was
comps.
total.
I'm
Nah.
talking all comps.
I think it was total.
What, 16?
Yeah, someone.
We're going to need to check
all
that
comps,
out.
that's a crazy.
We're going
Someone
to
get
check
the
that out.
stat signal up.
Yeah. But how
We're
many
calling
assists?
this-
How many assists did he used to get? Firmino
Bro, you know what? Yeah, real talk.
he used to get a few.
Stats might prove me wrong, but
He used to get.
yeah, I don't think it was. It's not as a lot as people think. He just would link up the play and he'd drop into pockets of space that allowed Mane and Salah to run in behind better, which is what Jesus does. But he doesn't
can
have,
do that.
He doesn't have the players of Mane and Salah's caliber, which is fair enough.
Good point. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
put Jesus in the team with two dangerous wingers now.
But when
So
he-
what you're
when he
saying
was
is
at
if
City-
you had-
got different players.
So
there.
if you
when
had
he was at City,
Jesus, instead of
But you think one of
Firmino,
the
Well, last year, no one was complaining about it.
No, so-
I get what you're saying. You're saying it's because, okay, now they've reached this new height where people are expecting to challenge for the league,
Yeah,
challenge
exactly.
for titles. People
Exactly.
are going, oh, well, he needs to be doing better. But I think it's actually more the fact that you need Saka and Martinelli to be able to perform without, like, if they're not scoring goals, and they're not scoring as many as they, well, Saka's
Should be,
still
yeah.
scoring a couple,
Yeah.
but they're not scoring one as many as they should be or as many as they were last season. So now Jesus is
needs to chip in more.
And
in my opinion.
And where he's coming short is now showing up more.
Yeah.
What I also think is, like, people will still praise him right now, but once things start to go wrong, if we start to hit a downward spiral, he's finished.
Yeah.
Like,
pressure's on him.
It's easy to jump on the
Firmino
bandwagon
too.
then.
I was never, and you know what, I'm still not the biggest Firmino fan because I used to.
What?
Nah, you're crazy, man.
Bro, because
he's a baller.
That's one of my favourite Liverpool players.
Nah,
He's
because
sick.
as a striker, I'd say he's dropping too deep. Like
He wasn't really a striker though. He's more of a
Forward,
false
yeah.
nine.
well,
Yeah, false nine, exactly
he
that.
Played up front for us.
No, but he
false
was-
nine up front. You're still up front, just
Yeah.
doing a different thing. But he would be missing too many chances, not scoring enough goals, and then when he wasn't doing it, or Salah and Mane weren't doing it, I was also still getting pissed off because I'm like, well, why have we got Firmino when he doesn't really offer us anything as a goal threat?
But here's the thing. So players like Firmino and Jesus, look, you've got your Harry Kanes and you've got your Lewandowskis who are going to, and Van Nistelrooy's, Van Persie's, and all these sort of selfish strikers that want goals, right?
Yeah.
Then you've got the other forwards such as, obviously, you know, Firmino and Jesus, where they make runs, they make decoy runs, they take players away, they occupy. This is the point that I was trying to make about Kai Havertz last week as well, when I said that role would suit him because he looks like he's not going to be a prolific goal scorer. Okay, so then let him crash boxes, let him occupy defenders, and let the other players capitalize. Now, Trossard is really good at that. He's really good at benefiting from space created, and he can create space himself as well. So if you've got Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, I know what Turn's saying is in terms of, like, you know, you need more. You need them to do more in terms of scoring goals. Salah would get hat tricks. Mane would get a brace. You know what I mean? So you need more of that. But I still think. Remember one thing: Arsenal players are still young. Martinelli's still young. Jesus he's mid-20s, but Saka's still young. He's what, 22, 23, whatever.
He's like 27.
Yeah. Is that what he
he's
is?
25.
Okay.
25.
Well, let's say.
He is not 25.
Regardless.
25, 26.
Okay,
Jesus is
but
my age,
the
my
point
friend.
I'm trying to make is.
25, 26.
Hold on. The point I'm trying to make is.
quickly,
Hold on 1 second, guys.
go.
When Mane came from Southampton, how old was he? Mid-20s? Right? Salah got bought in his mid-20s as well, mid to late 20s, both of them. So Martinelli and Saka still have a long way to go. Do you know what I mean? They can evolve and become better players and better goal scorers and know what to do with certain angles. And yeah, so I still think, listen, you guys are on the right track. 100% on the right track, in my opinion. And like I keep saying to you guys, yes, you conceded against Wolves, but I'm telling you now, and I keep saying and I keep reiterating it, the trio of Gabriel, Declan Rice and Saliba is key. It's key to everything that you lot do because you don't concede many chances anymore. You don't concede many chances. Even when Wolves scored one, obviously it was all hands to the pump for your defenders. But did you really look like conceding? Another? I don't think you did. It's not like they were hitting the post or shots. You know, Ray was making save after save. It wasn't like that. You know, and the goal came from a mistake from Zinchenko.
Yeah.
So,
But the thing is with that is we're one injury away. Saliba will rise. And we're in problems. And January, when the games start flying in the January,
yeah, I agree.
but
this is where Arsenal is crumble as well.
Yeah.
You know, this is typical. We always do. We get an injury, a yellow card, whatever. Someone gets a ban.
But listen,
all downhill.
on the flip side of that, you've qualified as group winners of the Champions League now, so you can put that to bed till February. So that's done. You know what I mean? You've qualified. You can play your reserves in your last game, whatever. You know, do what you want, kind of thing. You know. So that's one competition put to bed. So now it's just focusing on a league. FA Cup doesn't start until January as well. So for the next few weeks.
We got Liverpool. We got Liverpool.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Okay, so
we dunk on you every year.
That might be put to bed as well very soon. So, but listen, you got bigger fish to fry, in my opinion.
Top of the league.
Arsenal.
if you think we're one injury away from it going wrong, you think Ben White just steps into the centre back, innit?
I'm more worried about Declan Rice.
But he doesn't really get
He doesn't really get injured, yeah.
It's like Bukayo Saka doesn't really get injured. There's certain players who just
I know what you mean.
can
Yeah,
keep
the
it.
Englishman, they're just
Rice don't be picking up cards or like anything.
Yeah,
I'm
just a
telling
clean-
you, that guy was worth every penny. I said it to you lot at the start.
By the way, Firmino, to be fair, in his highest scoring Premier League season was 15 goals.
There you go.
And what about all
See?
competitions?
That was like what, 2018, 19? No, 2020. No, that was like 20.
Yeah, 17, 18.
2018, yeah.
Yeah, he scored 15 goals, got 7 assists.
Okay, fair. Okay, fair
he
enough.
brought a lot to the team.
Yeah, he did.
Touching on Firmino, we're going to jump into the Liverpool game. What a match. A game full of bangers.
Controversial.
Full of bangers.
Controversial.
Liverpool didn't score one dead goal. I'll be so real.
Bangers.
I'll be so real.
My
Trent,
team-
why did they give the own goal? Did it hit the keeper on his back?
Yeah, it hit the crossbar and it hit Lennon on the back.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's Trent, man. They should have just gave it to him.
No. It wasn't going in. It wasn't going in.
They should have gave it to him, man. That was the free kick was so cold to get to him. Man. And he scored it again.
Yeah, he scored
the goal.
He scored the winner.
Do you know what it is? He took the own goal personal. That's why he had to do the next one.
He didn't know, did he? Because I think the second half they were like,
Alright, Trent is firing. Who's got Trent in their fantasy team?
I was gonna.
You got Trent in your fantasy team?
I'll put Trippier in instead.
I got Trent be getting me points.
Yeah.
Trippier got me points as
Trent's
well.
too expensive for me.
Can I say one thing though? That goal should have been disallowed.
Who?
The winner.
Shut up.
Watch it again.
The foul on Decord over Reed.
Yes.
Nah,
100%
listen.
Stonewall foul.
We play.
Stonewall foul.
It is a man's game, as Graham Souness says. Okay, it is a contact sport.
Yeah, but it's not 1960 anymore,
How's
mate.
it a foul? What? Because he went up for a real challenge.
Don't get me wrong.
So the fact that you know which one I'm talking about tells me
I
that it's
do,
a foul.
You know what? Because it was a game-winning goal.
That tells me everything you need to know.
I'm not having it
There you
because everyone thinks just because you go in for
6 minutes.
everyone thinks just because you go in for a header and you don't win the header means it's a foul.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but when you got for a header and you go like that, and you no, he didn't. No, he didn't win the header.
He did.
No,
No,
I'm not saying Simicus won the header. I'm saying Simicus went
yeah.
off.
It was a 50-50 and Decord over Reed
Simicus
lost.
went up for the header. Decord over Reed had headed it, and he had already cleared it. Him making the contact. What do you want him to do mid-air? Stop and float. Who is he?
It's a foul. It's a foul.
Do you know what it's exactly
It's
like?
100% it's a foul. Anywhere else on the pitch is a foul. And I'll tell you another thing. If it was the other way around and Fulham had a goal scored in the last minute of injury time, I guarantee that gets ruled out
What's
by VAR.
Decord over
100%.
Reed? What's he doing after
Listen,
he's
it's
won
my
the header?
opinion. It's my opinion. I see them challenges giving us free kicks every single game.
Let me ask the question.
Go on.
What's he doing after he's headed the ball
He was just sitting on the
to
ground.
where he headed it?
He's fallen on the floor.
Okay, so he would have been maybe on his feet a little bit.
Listen, regardless of what happens afterwards, a foul's a foul.
Let me ask another question.
You know what I mean? A foul's a foul.
Let me just.
It doesn't matter what you're doing afterwards. If you've been fouled, you've been fouled.
Let me just interview. Where would you like Simicas to go when he's got both of his feet
Well,
off
jump
of the
up,
ground?
not jump into a player.
Are you okay?
No, I'm absolutely
He's
fine,
jumping
mate.
in the direction of the ball.
Listen,
He's jumping in the direction of the ball.
he knew what he
Where
was
would you
doing.
Like, him to go?
Like I said,
Frank.
the fact that you know what I was
these
talking
Man
about
United
straight
fans are
away,
delusional.
the fact that you know what I was talking about straight away tells me that you know it's a foul. But
People
we move.
calling it a
We move.
foul.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
I know
It's
why.
cool.
I'm
All right.
I can't be arguing.
Back
Hear
to
me out.
Go on.
Frank,
Yes,
did you
mate.
see the Kulusevski goal in the
Yes.
City game? Do you think that one's a foul?
No.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not because
exactly the same.
Kulusevski jumped over the player. He jumped over.
Do you not see- do you not-
Because he won the header.
No,
Because he won the
did. No,
header.
because Kulusevski's shoulder hit the ball, whereas Simicas's shoulder hit the Cordery. Watch it again.
Did you see it?
There's a big difference.
I think they're exactly the same.
Big difference. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
He jumped over. Okay. Yeah, he jumped over. Okay. Kulusevski jumped to win the header. Simicas jumped to stop Divo Reed from jumping. There's two different. Watch it again.
No.
I know what.
Yeah, he was later, exactly.
Simicas was later. But
But
what
he
would
did-
you like the man to do after he's jumped in the air?
No. Listen.
If I'm running and my momentum is taking me this way, right? And I've jumped,
Yeah.
where would you like me to go?
Listen,
Please
when
tell
you,
me.
like I said
I'm
to
only
you,
going one way.
Listen, the difference is Simicas has jumped to stop Cordova Reed winning the header. Kulusevski's jumped to win a header
won the
and to
header.
try and score.
Won it.
Who won the heder?
Reed won the header.
Yeah,
about
exactly.
A half
You're missing what I'm
second
saying. You're
before.
missing what I'm saying.
He's not jumped to
You
stop
got your
him
Liverpool
winning the
goggles on,
header.
mate. You're missing what I'm saying. You got your
I'm
Liverpool goggles
getting
on.
what you're saying, but he's not jumped to stop him.
I don't think he's
because
jumped to stop
if he
him.
jumped to stop him,
He
he,
has.
would have
Yeah.
stopped
He
him
has.
winning the header.
No.
He's gone up to contest it, and he was later
exactly,
than him.
exactly. So he's caught a player.
So which one is
So he's
it?
caught a player. He's caught a player.
Because he was later.
He's
but
caught a player on the floor. Like, listen, I guarantee you.
Listen, we're going to be here all day,
Listen.
bro.
We will be here all day, and I
And there's no
guarantee you.
VAR to prove
Give
it.
me-
you know
yeah?
what?
So forget about
I'm
it.
cashing it in. I'm doing it once. Give me
There's
the
no-
button.
Which one?
Which one do you want?
United fans, man.
He's got the United button.
Jeez.
All right.
Nah.
Back to it. Back to the bangers. McAllister.
Yeah, let me speak
Frank-
on my
Frank said
team
it was a
without-
fluke.
All right. Does McAllister's goal give
Garnacho run for his money.
Run for his money.
100%.
I don't think so, you know.
goal of the month?
Are you lot serious?
I don't
right
think
now?
so, you know.
How many of those McAllister goals do we see every season? Long range.
Yeah.
linking
that
into the
was
top 12.
levels. That was levels.
That was prime Barclays Premier
What you
League
saying?
era.
Oh my
God.
Honestly, it was a good goal. Yeah, it was a good goal.
it's a good goal.
Garnacho's was out of this world,
It's
man.
an excellent finish.
It was
but
a
Are we
great
actually
goal.
having this conversation
As soon
for
as-
real?
Finish.
As soon as I heard the commentator say, that might be a contender for goal of the season.
Who's McAllister's?
Yeah, I said there's no chance,
Nah, that's
man.
not goal of the season. It's up there.
That's a contender.
It's a contender for goal of the month.
100%. The goal of the season as well.
I don't know about goal of the season.
Well, yeah, because we're in December now. That's why it's goal of the month. Because Garnacho won November already, mate. That's why.
Goal of the month.
Okay, apart from the Garnacho goal, name me a better goal you've seen in that whole season.
This season.
Yeah. We'll be here a long time.
Callum Hudson-Odoi's goal against was it Nottingham?
Yeah, that was a hell of a hit.
Yeah,
That was a hell of a hit. Yeah.
Amazing goal.
Yeah. Well, that ended that conversation, didn't it, mate?
For anyone that can't see the man speaking, he is in a Nottingham Forest. Hands on my heart, he is.
What about Bruno Fernandes against Burnley?
Nope.
United
Ball
fan.
over the top.
You see what we're doing here?
Which one?
Yeah.
What, for goal of the season?
No, not goal of the season, but really, really good hit.
Oh, what?
No,
Really
in
good
there,
goal.
McAllister's year nut job.
Why not?
That's just
Why not?
Zico's ones up
Which
there
one's
then.
harder to hit?
McAllister.
The one coming over your shoulder. So did Bruno.
Nah, man.
The one coming over your shoulder. Do you know which goal I'm
If you
talking
hit one
about?
over your shoulder, it's harder than.
Thank you
the
very
ball's
much.
coming towards him.
He's got
you
some of
think
these
the Bruno
players,
goal
some of these
is
guys that
better?
never
I
played
don't think
football in their lives,
I'm
man.
I'm saying if you kick ball and if the ball's coming towards you, you got all the time in the world to watch the ball. If the
Exactly.
ball comes over your shoulder and you
Yeah.
still hit that first time,
Brother,
It's-
you
it's a
started
lot more
kicking ball
difficult.
when you was 19, bro. How old
He
you
can't
now?
kick ball. He can't even speak ball.
these are the same man that think they can beat you in a race. I'm not even. This is how I know they're deluded.
And you've
Let's
not
not.
even.
I'll race it in
I'm
the
getting
work.
riled up this podcast.
Anyway.
Goal of the
Alright,
season
cool.
contender it is 100%.
Okay, but it's gonna
Put it
finish.
in the top
It's gonna
corner,
finish
man.
minimum second place. Minimum.
He's not having it.
because-
He's not letting go.
Yeah,
that,
but
no way.
listen, like
can
I
be
said,
goal-
when was the last time you saw a bicycle kick in the Premier League?
We don't see them no more.
Top
We see
corner.
a couple. We see a couple.
Yeah,
We
from
see-
time to time.
When-
When was the last time you saw a long range shot from outside the area? The week before?
Don't be seeing them
Not
like that
no.
anymore, man.
Endo's goal was almost as good as McAllister's.
no,
literally.
The way that he
Endo's
placed
goal was
that.
cold.
That's wild. That is
It's not wild. It's not wild.
Statement.
Paul Scholes scored a belter against Barcelona years ago. Top
Why
corner.
are we talking about
just
Scholes,
just
man?
like
When's the
that.
last time Scholes played? He's out here sucking his daughter's toes. Come on, man. You want to talk to me about Paul suck toes Scholes?
Is that wild? What's happening?
He's out here.
just-
You know,
I'll tell you what.
He's out here
Nah.
sucking his daughter's
I'll
toes,
tell you what.
man, and that's factual.
I'll tell you what.
Is it out there?
Phil Jagielka. Phil
I know
Jagielka
he's
at
seen it.
Anfield was better than that McAllister goal a few years back.
Yeah.
That's a blue button moment.
I see John
Yeah,
Joe Shelby
oh,
hitting them
please,
long range shots like that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
John Joe Shelby, and
Brother.
John Joe Shelby at
These man,
Newcastle
put some
slapping it.
respect on
Top
the World
bins.
Cup winner's name. Come on.
What do you mean? Emmy Martinez is the
you know what I
World
mean?
Cup winner as well, man.
Alexis Home Alone McAllister. Come on, man. Right.
Goal of
Let's
the
move on to
season.
the next goal.
So what? Which one? The Trent goal? No. Yeah, the Trent goal was good.
The
last
Trent
goal
goal.
was
Nah, the Endo goal.
The
My
Endo
guy.
That was a
My
quality
guy.
goal.
Listen,
Yeah.
you-
I bought stocks
Guys
when they were
coming in.
low.
I hope you know.
Listen.
Oh, yeah, you know, innit? You seen this guy flip flop around about this Endo guy.
Do not check my Binance account. 'Cause I'm breaded, bro. I bought stocks when they were low.
Listen,
The last pick.
you already
That's
sold
Endo.
them.
Endo's
You sold
going
them when
up
they were
like
low.
this, man. He's getting goals in the. He got goals in the Europa League. He's getting goals in this. He's breaking up play. That's my DM. That's my DM.
Do you know?
Tune in
as
next
soon
week.
as-
What's it? 1-0 Arsenal. Who
Yeah,
scored?
Martinelli.
As soon as I saw that go in the goal, the first person I thought of was you. I'll be so. I was like, this guy's gonna have a field day.
What, McAllister?
That's why I put. That's
Endo.
why I was just looking at the group chat. I was like, I'm waiting for this guy to say,
That's
look at
what I
Endo's
said.
goal.
Today I feel Japanese.
See what I'm saying?
Nah, it was a good goal. I think it was a game of opposites in how we scored our goals because we scored just bangers.
Yeah,
And
no, literally.
Their goals were just like
Their goals were proper, like my full.
scrappy.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, even the offside goal, it's like, what's Kelleher doing? The first one as well.
Yeah,
where
that
he
was
sort of-
awful, yeah.
He's rushed out to get it, and then Tete scored. Was it Tete that scored?
What, the header?
Tete scored. No, the header came down, and Kelleher came out to get
Oh
it.
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
sort of
Tete.
Knocked
cooked
it.
it
So it
round.
was Tete,
Under him.
Deckard over Reed, and
I hate Deckard over Reed too because he,
you know what?
bro, he be putting me in pain, bro. He be cutting me with razor blades and
Yard?
lemon
Is
juice.
he from
man.
Yard?
He's Jamaican.
He's Jamaican, isn't it?
Jamaican.
the only reason I hate Deckard over Reed is because like
He's good. I like him as a player.
I think he's a good player.
Very good.
But I think, have you ever seen him celebrate? Him celebrating goals just makes me angry. I'm just like, why is this guy just cooking teams for no reason? Like,
Mine's
he's
the
just,
look, man. It's the light skin dreads, and you're dunking
they're
on my
not even
team.
dreads. They're just some long
He's out
braids.
here. He's scored against us a couple times, and like I said last week, Fulham are one of our
You
bogey
said that
teams.
as
Yeah,
well.
you did say that.
They're
Yeah,
one
you
of
did
our
say that.
bogey
But
teams, man.
I told you, win the game.
And that's also
Just
why I
about.
said just the fact that we were at home, I thought we'd win, but look, 4-3, it was a struggle.
It was, yeah, but you got the 3 points at the end, and that's what you need now in the Premier League.
Literally.
The last season, you would have dropped points there, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Second in the league, 31 points.
Yeah.
Who's your next
Unbeaten
game?
at home. We've won.
Who you look at next?
We have Sheffield tomorrow.
Oh, Sheffield United,
New
yeah.
manager
Sheffield
bounce.
We're 100% at home this season. We haven't, well, in the Premier League anyway, we've won every game.
But you're away tomorrow, aren't you?
That don't matter.
No, I know you're saying new manager bounce, but it's Sheffield, man.
Yeah.
No. Hold on 1 second. I expect
Chef
Liverpool to win.
Duffield.
I expect Liverpool to win. But I think instead of winning 5-0 tomorrow, they'll probably win 3-1 or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we struggle against the teams that sit back and have the low block, man. We
Yeah,
do, but
which
luckily
is
we've
what
got
they'll
them.
do under
We've got some
with
more
Wilder.
technical players. So
Yeah.
we'll see. And Trent's starting to move me in them new Predator boots, the
That's
midfield.
what-
I got a question. Why don't Liverpool buy an out-and-out right back in January or next summer, and then
1-1.
just play him in the play Trent in the midfield, like for real?
I don't know, man.
Like,
not Klopp.
do you think
You
it
know,
would work?
you know what it is actually? I think it's the fact that we're also going to be sacrificing a midfielder, right? Everyone loves Szoboszlai. I think he's doing good. I think we're overhyping him a little bit too much.
He's a good player,
I think
man.
I said that last week as well. When we finally decide who we're going to play as a six, whether we buy one in January or the summer and then have them starting, or if we do just end up keeping McAllister there, that's two of the midfield. I think Gravenberch is starting to cement his place as the starter in the Premier League as well. So if we then buy a right back, we've got to then take one of them out
Okay, yeah.
to sit Trent there. Whereas I think right now we're not doing too bad managing with the three at the back, having him sort of besides McAllister and just let him play the free role in midfield, spray balls, come up, score goals, win us games. That's my goat at the minute. Come on. Big ups, Trent.
Fair enough. It's a fair point.
And he's going to the Euros and Southgate don't take him. I'm going to be on his doorstep with 2 gloves ready. Coming for you, Gareth.
When it gets closer to the time when we talk Euros, I've got a controversial one
Sticky
still.
for Reece James, Mr. Red Card over here. No.
It's the injury pro, man.
What?
Injury prone,
Two
red
Chelsea
card.
captains, red card,
Red card back to back. We sort it
Shambolic.
out. Shambolic.
Anyway, that whole club's a mess. They didn't deserve to win, though.
Who, Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
I
onto
feel
the
like
game. We're gonna go into that.
Yeah, we'll go into that.
We're
Yeah.
gonna touch on the United game quickly anyway.
Great. There's no delusion about that
press
game.
it, is it a double press?
Do what you want, mate. I've heard it all before.
United, they lost 1-0 to Newcastle. Gordon with the winner.
I love how everyone just turned straight to me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%.
And listen,
Let me give
obviously,
you a stat as well. Man United haven't won
I know.
a game against the top 8 team.
I know.
On the
I
day.
watch them all the time. I know.
I need to start reading these stats before I do my bets, bro.
2021 October.
Yeah, that was against Spurs when Ronaldo scored.
Jesus.
And one more stat for you. Newcastle have won 3 consecutive games against you, lot.
Yeah.
For the first time since
And we've not scored.
1922, brother.
We've not scored against
No.
them, I think, 3-4 games in a row now.
Back to back to back.
Since
That
the League
hurts,
Cup.
man.
Yeah,
Since the League Cup.
That's getting dunked on.
Newcastle's levels. Newcastle like the new Man United.
Well, look, I said to you guys last week, I would take a draw happily, and I would have taken a draw in a day. I said to you guys last week that their fans have created this rivalry of Man United all of a sudden, especially since we beat them in the League Cup final. It's a really weird rivalry of that they view it as.
No, did you not
But they
see
are winning.
their post on Instagram where it's like that team now who's really United?
United, yeah.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
this is what I'm
Oh,
talking about. Yeah, this is
So
what
they
I'm
tried
talking
to
about.
claim the United.
Yeah. So, same, Leeds do that as well.
Yeah, they
It's-
say
we've
leave
heard it
that
all before.
behind.
Like, you lot are just man. That's it. Just 11 man.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to you boys earlier, I watched the game. They were absolutely all over us. They wiped the floor with us, especially in the first
First half, they was moving.
I don't know how we went in 0-0
Going
at half time.
0-0 was
Maguire
crazy.
was, you got to give him his dues, man. He's been absolutely solid for us. The amount of blocks that he made in that game. Luke Shaw playing centre back he looked one of our best defenders. Bear in mind he's been out for so long and he's only just come back a couple of weeks ago from injury.
He always plays well though when you play him.
Yeah.
Well,
I
as
think
centre
I've seen him
back.
play a bad game.
It's centre back. I agree. Yeah, I just feel like, Marcus Rashford. Jesus Christ.
Sort it out, man.
What happened with him?
Money man Marcus.
Thing is, I was watching Sky Sports, Cara and Keane talking about when you're, and I fully agree with it. When you're a local lad, it's your club.
Yeah.
It's your team. And Marcus Rashford isn't young anymore. He's 26. He's not a kid. He's not 18, 19, 20, 21 anymore. So you've got to show more leadership, more fight, more spirit than any one of those other players on that pitch. I don't care. You know, Bruno Fernandes is showing more fight and spirit than you. Alejandro Garnacho is showing more heart and spirit. This is your club. This is the club that you supposedly supported as a kid. You know, I mean, when you see him jogging back and when you see him, I don't care what position you're playing, bro. I don't give a toss what position you're playing. When you're playing for Man United and when you're playing for if it's a Liverpool player, if it's an Arsenal player, if that's your boyhood club, you play like you want to play for that team.
Maybe he doesn't want to play for the manager.
That's nonsense, though. But hold on.
But he's feeling underappreciated.
Yeah, but this
even
is what
if
I'm
you don't want to
talking
play
about.
for the manager,
This is what I mean.
you should play for the
You
club.
play for the club.
100%
I don't listen. At the end of the day, look, we all have a job, right? When I go to work every day, there's senior management upstairs that I'm not a fan of, but I go to work because I've got my own standards. I wake up every day and I go to work and I'm there on time, and I put in a shift, and I've got my colleagues that I work hard for, and I've got my customers that I work hard for. It's the same sort of principle.
I'm not going to say how I feel about my job.
Yeah.
I see this.
But
yeah, I work hard too.
No, but what I'm trying to say is you got to have your own standards. Ronaldo wanted to leave. Listen, I wasn't a fan of what Ronaldo done when he wanted to leave the club. I wasn't a fan of his approach and the way that he done it, but he was right in a lot of things that he was saying and what he was doing. At the end of the day, Ronaldo had standards that no one else could compete with.
Yeah, he's got money in the bank to do that too. Come on.
It's not about money. It's not about money.
No. He's talking like credit.
Okay, credit. Yeah.
Ronaldo, he can do what he wants, man.
But what I'm trying to say is, even at 36, 37, when he came to the club, his standards were sky high compared to the rest of them. Now, Nemanja Matic done an interview with Serbian TV a couple of days ago, and he turned around and said Pogba was regularly late. Sancho was regularly late. Arsenal, I keep telling you guys how far you guys have moved. I think sometimes you sort of forget. You do forget quickly.
I ain't forgotten the start times.
But you look at players like I keep mentioning it. Players like Aubameyang. He was regularly. He was a captain. He was a captain, and he was late for training. What example is that setting to the youngsters?
Came late and didn't play in the derby.
This is what I'm saying. Listen. I'm happy to lose a game of football if we're unlucky. I'm happy to lose. I say I'm happy as in I can take it. I can take it. There's positives. We lost 6-3 to Man City last season. 6-3. And do you know what? I felt worse than that. Because I saw a lot of players in the second half that were trying to do something.
You don't mind when your team's fighting.
When you're fighting, when you're trying.
100%.
Yes, the golfing class is massive. I get it. And you've got to take that sometimes. I mean, with the utmost respect to the lesser teams, how does it feel seeing your team, Southampton got relegated last season. They got trounced a few times. But if you're seeing your team fighting, fair enough, you can take it. But when they're not fighting, when you've got players that are on 350k a week, not running, chasing the fullback, that's a problem. That's a massive problem.
375.
Who's that?
Yeah,
same difference. 375, 400, 450. It doesn't make a difference. You've been given a pay rise and a new contract, mate. You need to earn it every week. So when I'm seeing that's what's really, really bugging me. And that's what's bugging all the fans. And all of this. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard, but 3 journalists have been banned today.
Yeah.
For Sky Sports journalist, I think Mirror journalist, and MEN journalist have been banned today for leaking stuff without the permission of Manchester United.
Yeah,
I saw that.
So
they're journalists. That's their job, though.
But no. But you need to go to the club to clarify the comments.
Yeah. So Man United said the reason why they banned them is because they didn't get a chance to view the comments and at least have time to prepare or respond. Yeah, but you can't just leak it like that. But the issue that we've got is things have been leaking out of the club for a long time. That club, I can't begin to explain to you.
The roof.
I was just about to say that.
It is.
That's the first thing that needs to stop leaking.
They need to patch that one first.
Honestly, leaks have been coming out of that club for years now. Our lineup gets leaked an hour early every week. You've got
everybody's does it.
No,
the problem is as well. The problem is this is what we talk about.
Early than
an hour before the hour.
Oh, so you need 2 hours.
An hour before the hour, mate.
Oh shit.
The problem that we've got as well is because of the way that the players are incentivized, you've got agents who are trying to protect their asset, which is the player. So one agent saying, that's not my player, it's your player. That's not my player, it's your player. That's not my player, it's your player. That's the way that the club is at the moment. It's divided. The changing room is not together. Even when Ronaldo was there, you had Ronaldo's side and you had the other side. Okay, because the standards are different. You're seeing players now down in tools. Maybe it's because they're pissed off that Sancho's been dropped. Because he's obviously going to have his pals.
I reckon Rashford's a part of that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
A long time ago.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Tactical.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, man.
So this is what I'm saying. It's and this is what you're seeing is going to be a result. And this is why I was saying to you. I mean, the stat that you just told me about haven't won an away game since 2021. It doesn't surprise me because we're not good enough. The only teams that we beat, and by the way, we've played we beat Everton away 3-0, and I tell you what, it should have been about 4-1 to Everton at halftime.
Yeah.
We've not. I can't remember the last time we had a convincing 90-minute victory where we've won the game from start to finish, and the other teams be like, you know what, fair play, you lot smashed us.
I've been saying it the last couple of pods. You guys are falling forward.
Yes, we are.
Every
We are.
win. Like,
Yeah, we
you're
are.
not deserving the win at all. You're getting outplayed by teams and then coming away. And like, it's acceptable when
On paper.
when you're a league contending team. Like, if Liverpool play bad and we're getting a couple wins, we're way up there. You lot are playing shocking, still getting the win, and like,
Yo, what's happening? You're not playing the piano, bro.
sorry, man.
It's kind of like us at the start of the season. We were just kind of scraping through the wins. Yeah, it's fine because now we're top. But if we were further down, we'd
Who's
been
us? Man City.
But listen, we've got Liverpool in 2 weeks.
Getting slapped up.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
we
can't-
are.
Different.
Yes, we are.
I don't think
You got
he gets
Chelsea
the
as
sack
well
from
Thursday,
that.
innit?
We got Chelsea tomorrow. We got Chelsea
sorry.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Listen, to be fair, that game could go either way. Like, it is because of what happened against Newcastle. The fans are going to be on the players' back, so the players have to put in a performance tomorrow. But Chelsea have got the better quality, in my opinion. They've got the better
That's
quality.
going to be a draw. You're going to draw.
Do you know what's one thing about Man United though?
Chelsea United,
Whenever their manager is on the last like chopping block
He
to
be
get
getting
fired,
wins.
they start cooking. Like, there's so many times Ollie should have gone, but then that last game, just before he's about to get the sack, he just pulls out an amazing performance and it saves his job for
Saves
another
him again.
Yeah, but
10
that's-
games.
Ollie was like vibes, weren't he? Like, he's like club legend vibes. Like, he don't have any clue up here what he's doing. He's just, but the players like him, the teams there.
Eric
you know
Ten
what I mean?
Hag's meant to be a
He had
football
good
prodigy.
coaches. Ollie had good coaches
Ten
with him as
Hag
well.
might actually make me want to not watch football every time I listen to this guy speak or watch him. He's got, and Tottenham. It came out that Tottenham interviewed him, didn't they, for their position? They didn't pick him because of his lack of charisma, and it's starting to show in these interviews.
Yeah,
man.
no, I agree. Yeah,
I want to hear.
I couldn't imagine.
halftime talks.
I was just about to say I couldn't imagine us at halftime. We're down 1-0 and him giving me a speech to inspire me to score.
You know what I mean?
I'd
Make
be
me
like,
wanna
bro,
run
this
for
guy,
you.
shut up, man. Just let me get back on the pitch.
Yeah,
and go
but the
home.
thing, all right, listen, let me tell you one thing about so
Sounds like he's going through a
listen,
divorce.
Ten Hag is Dutch, right? The one thing I could tell you about Dutch people is they're meticulous with their detail.
And boring.
Wayne Rooney turned around and said that Louis van Gaal is the best tactician he's ever played under. Bear in mind, he played under Ferguson for 12, 13, 14 years. He said Louis van Gaal is the best tactician he's ever played under. Because if you're on board and if you're actually sit there and listen to what the guy's trying to say rather than focus on how he's saying it and his accent and his charisma or lack of it or whatever, then you might be able to take something on board. And I'm not being funny. One thing we need to understand is a lot of these players are young. So they're easily impressionable and they're easily influenced. That's the way I see it. We look at, growing up watching football, I used to look up to players like Roy Keane, like Eric Cantona. You know what I mean? You guys used to look up to players like Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp. These players had character, they had personality, but now I look at a lot of these footballers, they're youths. They're youths. And all you know what to do is play football. That's all you know what to do. Without football, you've got no personality of yourself. You're not media trained, or you need media training to be able to handle yourself in front of a camera. You know what I mean? So it winds me up a lot, to be fair. It winds me up a lot about these footballers.
The non-media trainer.
Yeah, you know when they just be saying wild stuff mid-interview.
Yeah, but that's
Do you see that one when Haaland first came and he's having an interview and he swears and he goes,
Yeah.
"Wait, can I say that?" It's just like, I love it, man.
authenticity. We like a bit of that, man.
But listen, like I said to you a few weeks ago, nothing is going to change until the ownership changes. And thankfully, they're saying that next week. Yeah, next week it's going to change. And apparently, Ineos were really, really pissed off with that performance. But this is what we need, because the Glazers are never embarrassed. We lost 7-0 to these lot, but they weren't embarrassed. We lost 6-3 to City, they weren't embarrassed. No, not this week. Not this week. I'm going to go off on a rant. No. You need to be embarrassed. I said to you guys a few weeks ago, Barcelona beat Real Madrid 5-0 a few years back, and heads were rolling upstairs.
Yeah,
because that's an embarrassment.
Job started.
Our owners are not embarrassed, and the reason why our managers get sacked when they finish outside of the top 4. Because that's what we're incentivized by now, top 4.
Pretty much.
So top 4 is, for Real Madrid and Barcelona, do you think if they finish 4th that their owners will be happy? That manager's getting
second,
sacked.
it's long.
That manager's getting sacked. That United, you finish top 4, that's an achievement, well done. So what we need is a change of leadership to say, no, that's not good enough. And if you're not on board, you're gone.
You're out.
End of.
But they're the big two in their league, and they've been the big two.
Yeah, but
since,
Atletico Madrid have come and gone. Sevilla have come and gone. Valencia have come and gone.
Atletico
I've
Madrid
seen managers.
Atletico haven't even gone yet. They're still in and
Atletico's
amongst
good
it.
too.
Exactly, yeah. Atletico are still there or thereabouts as well.
One title.
Yeah, but I'm
No,
saying,
they've won a
like,
couple. They've won a couple. They've won at least 2.
by the way, that guy's longevity is insane.
Crazy.
What's he been there for like
10,
13 years?
10, 11 years, I think now.
It's ridiculous.
But you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't be finishing 3rd, 4th, and see it as if we finish 3rd or 4th this season, what an achievement! Brilliant, I'm over the moon.
Especially when
but that's why that's how the standards have dropped
We
now.
finished third last season, though.
We did, and I was over the moon.
Liverpool.
I was over the moon with that.
And you almost came 4th because we were like 2 points behind.
Yeah,
you.
well, with about 3 games left, yeah, and then I think you dropped a couple of points.
Everyone,
and we
a lot of
managed to
teams
get
were
points.
shit last season as well.
But-
that's what helps you,
So
though.
this is what I'm saying. It's all down to the leadership and what they deem as acceptable and unacceptable. So if, like I said, if my owners are pissed off because we lost 1-0 to Newcastle with a shocking performance, I'm happy about that because that's telling me that's not good enough. That's not going to run no more, and that's what we need.
All right, we're gonna move on to your
Ran
right.
over.
Tune in again next week, boys.
That was a monologue, wasn't
Go
it?
again.
Boy, you need to get an asthma pump for real.
I've got one at home.
He's gonna get these colors.
I'm surprised. The shocking part is that you said you got it at home.
I don't need it, mate. I don't need it. I practice these a lot.
Standing at home
In the
in the
mirror,
mirror.
right? Yeah. The mirror's all broken. There's all the cracks in it.
And I'm still going. I'm still going.
We need someone to come out from under the table when you speak and just start throwing up sign language. Because I'd be losing track too.
Fuck it up. All right, boom. We're gonna move on to your rival City. Drawed 3-3 with Tottenham. They had a good. What did the manager say? We're gonna have a crack, mate. He told me they definitely had a crack.
man.
Just do it, mate.
Son scored a brace in 10 minutes.
Has he smoked weed? I reckon the manager smokes weed, you know, at half time. And he's in there bunning splits, bro. I'm telling you, he's in there getting high, bro. He's just chilled out. But yeah, they drew 3-3 with Man City. Good game as well. Lively.
Really good game. Really good game.
Foden goal was good. The build up, the passing, very good.
Counter attack for the first goal.
Yeah,
too.
it was
Counter attack.
That
Yeah.
turn from
Quick counter-attack.
Gil, that turn was cold.
And that completely legal header from Kulusevski at the end. So it was brilliant. Yeah.
You know, you might be illegal. I want to see.
I can't see City winning the league this year. I can't.
That's because you're top. That's why you're saying it, man. Come on.
Nah,
they do
nah,
this
I can't
every
see
year.
I'm not. They're not.
Like,
do you not
see,
remember-
I called it from the beginning of the season. I can't see them winning.
Grealish.
Do you remember
They're not
last
gonna win.
season? We're like, oh, City having a bad season. They're just warming.
Nah, bro. They're not
see when
warming
John-
up.
They are bored.
Listen.
They are. It's
Yeah.
factual. Pep's bored. The players.
He's got to make it
They do
interesting.
not
He's got to give
care.
man a head start.
So what?
To
You
get-
reckon they're gonna win the league?
Listen, you see when Jonathan Stones,
He's back.
you see when Kevin De Bruyne,
He's back.
that's it.
$50.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
Shit.
that.
Brother, come on, man. The
Episode
camera's
16.
rolling.
I don't know about
Hey, look, he's shook. £50, bro.
Yeah,
Listen,
I
listen,
want
listen,
every
listen,
bet I
listen.
come
You got a
What do you
shake.
mean?
You got a shake on it,
Look,
bro.
No.
Sit your favourites. Let's get that straight.
No,
£20.
Let's be serious.
Score.
No.
Listen.
So you're not standing on your word then, brother?
What do you mean?
Is City
Stand
gonna
on
win the
business.
league?
Stand on business.
Stand on business.
Are you
You're
standing on?
saying you can't see them winning the league.
Brother,
You're telling me-
putting my money there.
No.
City's not
You're
winning.
telling me
the league.
in no universe, in no universe.
We'll do it afterwards. We'll do it afterwards.
Nah, it needs
No.
to be on camera.
No, hold on.
He's
Let me
backing
explain
down.
That's
something
how
to the
you
camera.
know he weren't flying out anywhere. I want this man went.
Anyway, you're telling me
This nigga was
you
on
don't
green
think
screen on holiday.
He was in Milan, the coffee
on a
shop.
Milan green screen with
Coffee shop, Milan. Milan.
green screen up. He's in Milan with bags.
so. You mean to tell me, yeah? You don't think they're gonna be close?
Brother, stop talking to you. Spent £20, bro.
Answer the question.
Put your money
Answer
then
the
we'll
question.
talk
Just
business.
Answer the
Then we'll
question.
talk.
Just answer the question.
Brother,
Just answer the question.
£20.
You think Manchester City
You don't think
are not going to
you're
be
not,
toward,
you're not backing your talk, bro.
You think they're
You're
not
not
going to be
backing
towards
your
the top of
talk,
the table?
bro.
Let's
know-
wrap this
you know
up.
the
Let's
only-
agree to disagree. Come on. Let's agree
you
to
ain't gonna
disagree.
bet. You be talking not to bet.
Yeah.
He's talking about.
Saying a whole lot of nothing with no chest.
Listen, he's talking about. He doesn't see them winning the league. You look where they are, and they're playing bad.
That's
He's
true.
serious.
That's true. But they do it. Yeah, like we're saying, they do it every year.
No, but they're playing bad, but they're not gonna. They're dropping a lot of points this year.
It's a big
And
statement
they're
to
letting
say
a lot
that
of
they're not
goals.
going to win the league. It's a big
Well,
statement
Thomas
to
goals
say.
letting a lot of goals as well.
Yeah, but
They're
so,
not as
but
strong,
so are
I'm telling
Liverpool. But
you.
Liverpool are there or thereabouts as well.
Exactly. Like
We're pretty defensively sound this year. Don't be coming for my club.
all it is.
You've conceded a lot of goals.
We're second.
Yeah, that's what
No,
I'm
it's 'cause
trying
you-
to
it's 'cause
say.
you scored a lot of
Everything-
goals as
You don't
well.
have to take everything personal, man. It's just because it's Liverpool.
We're second defensively. I think it's Arsenal than us.
Our defense is good, yeah.
Fair enough.
We've letting the least goals this year.
Fair enough. I thought it was. Villa would be
yeah.
up there, or
But I don't.
But yeah,
you
listen.
got, what it really is they're not playing to their usual standard. And just like me and Tone just said,
I'm
every
not
year
hearing.
at some point they don't play to their usual standard, and everyone thinks, they're not going to do it, and then they do it
They're not winning
every
the
single
league.
time.
They're not doing it. I'm telling you, they're not winning the league.
What they do is they get bored in this. You can't say they slow start, but like for them, they slow start.
No, they do.
And
They do
and
slow
then-
start.
And then they go on like a 16, 17,
Yeah.
what's
Every
the record?
season.
18 game
unbeaten,
straight
yeah.
wins.
Yeah, I think it was 17. I think it was 17. I think it was
Exactly.
17.
So
I
it's
know
like-
we matched it. I know Liverpool matched it. I don't know if then they beat it the year
Yeah,
after.
yeah, wouldn't be surprised. Listen, City
Like,
are favourites.
You're talking about a team who sets a precedent where you need a minimum of 85 points to win the league. You're telling me what, in one season, because they got rid of 3 players, now they're still not going to be favourites?
I don't think they're going to.
It's not like they haven't replaced either.
They weren't even top of the league last year and they won it. You
They-
were top of the
they
league
were
for
top of
like
the league for
90
200
No, but a lot of,
days.
you don't forget.
95%
See, this
of the
season the
league.
teams are better, and they're playing shit.
No, no.
In my eyes,
Yeah, but-
they're letting in a lot of goals, and the
Okay,
teams
but
are better.
listen, look,
A lot better.
the one thing I'll say
Everybody's
to
better.
back up your argument,
Yeah.
okay, look, first of all, for me, City are favourites. Okay, they have to be because they've three-peated, all right? And they've not... There's a few things that will back up your argument. Number one, what you said, they're bored. Okay, so they're going to be complacent. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, they've lost 2 very, very clutch players in Mahrez and Gundogan. Okay, yes, they've replaced them, but we don't know if those players are going to be clutch. And number 3, Arsenal are hungry. Arsenal and Liverpool are hungry.
Liverpool.
Yeah, they're hungry.
And other teams are better in the league.
What the other thing I'll say is Liverpool know what it takes to win it now, or they know what it takes to be there or thereabouts.
Yeah,
okay, a
100%,
point or
yeah.
2 out. And Arsenal will have learnt from last season, and that's why you bought Declan Rice, because you need that resilience. Like I said to you last week, attack wins you games, defense wins you titles.
Yeah,
that's the
100%.
difference. So I understand what you're saying, but City are still favourites. But you can stand on what you're saying.
I'm
If
standing
you
on
feel like
business.
if you feel like City won't win the league because Liverpool or Arsenal will, then fair enough. You can stand on that because you're not quoting random teams. You're quoting 2 very, very solid, good teams.
I just don't. To me, City just don't look as strong as.
Yeah,
they
fairs.
do. That's how. I
Yeah,
feel.
no.
But we've got to take it on
I
evidence.
understand-
We've got
I
to take it on
understand
evidence.
what you lot are saying.
Yeah.
They normally do this, but
Yeah.
they don't look as good.
I think it's as well because of the results that the other top teams are getting. Because normally they're just blowing everyone out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a
like-
sub. We're gonna get a sub quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Now you're gonna come on, yeah. Sub, please. You're on. All right, boom. We got a Nottingham Forest man in the building.
And he wasn't joking about the shirt either.
Hey, believe me now. Tone tells no lies.
He's trying to boost his credibility so he can get that endo shout in.
Something.
I'm trying to boost my credit score. Spirit, where you at?
Just so they don't go back and check them previous episodes when you doubting endo. You selling them stocks.
Yeah, we got a Nottingham Forest man in the building today. Big up, Nad.
How we doing, guys?
Welcome.
Thank you very much, Guy.
Yeah, we're gonna jump back into the City game.
Oh,
Doku, did you see the shot? The crossbar post.
Do you know? Did you see the replay?
It
It hit the crossbar and then the post.
Yeah,
oh
crazy.
my god!
I
Us.
think with City game, you were expecting to see a lot of players just deliver. That's just City.
Yeah.
But Haaland, it was a shocker. He
Oh,
missed-
the miss, that miss as well.
He missed 2.
Oh, please. What was that? That was. I think Firmino's one was as bad as that.
But-
no way.
That's why I'm still saying we can't say they're not going to be up there when their top goal scorer is having an off day and missing shots like that, which usually he eats up. Come on.
But they didn't win the game, no, they drew.
Tottenham
bro.
are their bogey team.
but that's what I'm saying.
Tottenham
Go
are the
back over the last
So
like 3
yeah, no.
years.
So Tottenham haven't lost to them in their last 8 meetings, something like that, and I think they've won 5 of the last 7.
Tottenham has scored 3 goals at the Etihad the last 3.
Yeah,
Times,
but
isn't
you
I think
also
Son
got
scores a lot of goals against them, so innit?
you also got to think, yeah, they didn't lose that game. They drew it, but they drew against Chelsea as well, right?
And us.
And so that's how many games where they're conceding 2-3 goals and they're still not losing. So it's like,
But they're not winning. They're losing more games and they're drawing. They got Villa away next.
But they're
One second, they got Villa away next.
Yeah.
Rodri's out as well.
yeah,
Grealish is out too.
Come on.
That's gonna be a challenge.
you say
I think.
that-
Who's out as well?
Grealish.
Yeah,
Grealish.
yeah.
But
You see-
they've been playing anyway, but
you say they're losing more games, but it's like they're losing more games just in comparison to themselves. Like it's not
Points, yeah.
realistically in comparison to everybody else, they're still just the same.
All
innit?
they're doing is dropping points to the big teams.
Yeah, exactly.
Normally, what they do is every year you see it. They'll
drop points to a
they'll
dead
lose
team.
a game to
They lose to Wolves all the
Wolves
time.
or someone.
yeah, Wolves, Brentford, Liverpool. It's a hit or miss. Tottenham are the bogey team, but then everyone else they're playing, they're beating. Everyone else in the top 4, all the other top 4 teams, top 6 teams, they're beating.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just now this season they've drawn to Chelsea, they've drawn to Liverpool, they've drawn to Tottenham,
And
they lost to
That's
Arsenal.
what I'm saying. So they've only lost to one of the top 6.
And in previous years,
They
how
go-
they've dropped points now, Liverpool will drop points like that to teams that aren't City, that aren't in the top 6.
Okay,
Arsenal
yeah.
will do the same. So it's just the perspective of you think they're dropping points, but they're dropping points to good teams who
Yeah.
are also dropping
I'm
points.
gonna ask now. How do you feel about City this season?
You might remember our conversation.
Yeah.
Before I even met you on
Yeah,
the pod. Remember?
go
back. How long
yeah.
ago was this? This was like
2 months ago.
2 months ago, before
Yeah.
I even know about the podcast. And I was saying to Jay, I don't think City are going to win this season. I think Arsenal. I said to him Arsenal because they look like the team that are creeping up and building and building. Whereas City have got those players. They're the Premier League players and they're elite. But, you know, as earlier people were saying, they become complacent. But don't forget, everyone else is catching up. They're not just sitting in the background.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you're looking at last season. There's an example of Nottingham Forest. I'll go back to Nottingham Forest. Sorry, I've got to do this. They were at the City ground. Forest defended like anything. You knew that was going to happen. But they came out with a win. They came out with a 1-1 draw with them, you know? I mean, come on, how many teams do you know can hold City to a draw? I mean, you look at Forest were down in dumps, right down the bottom. And City got the top players, still couldn't dispatch them with, you know, a massive win. It wasn't happening. Why? Because they become complacent. And I think that's what's going to happen this season. That's my view on it. And I think Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle.
I think my original. I thought you lot was in the middle league. That's who I was going with originally.
Good. I think
That's I've really think you lot are gonna do it.
I think we're first or second. I think you come third.
No.
No, don't take the piss.
Yeah.
No,
No, I'm serious.
It's gonna, if,
Do you know what?
Yeah,
When, like now that we're, what is it? How many games in?
14, 15 today.
Yeah, 15 games in. I look at Liverpool's team overall. I'm like, they've got the right. They do, like, they balance out well. So like, we don't concede a lot, but we don't score that many. Liverpool score a lot, and they don't necessarily concede too many. They have an even balance. City just score a lot, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I think if anyone's gonna do it, now that we're this far in, I would say it would be Liverpool.
So this is the current stats, right? Top 3. You're first, and this is including your game where you're winning 2-1 right now. You've scored 31, conceded 12. Liverpool scored 32, conceded 14.
Yeah.
And we've played one less game. City have also played one less game. They've scored 36, conceded 16. So all sort of...
Yeah, we're all sort of around the same. But like, when you actually
City
watch
don't
the
have
games,
De Bruyne, how do you say it?
when you actually watch the games,
he's old
you
now.
feel like
Nah, you can't do that.
He's old, man.
no. When a guy does what he
Nah,
does
he's
for
cold.
so many
Come on,
years,
De Bruyne is the GOAT, but he's getting on.
there's certain people where age doesn't matter. What are you gonna tell me? Because Messi's old.
Nah, I'm
not saying they're comparable.
He's
but
getting on. He's coming up from injuries. He's very injury prone as well. You know.
That don't matter because they're still doing it without him. So when he comes
When
back...
is he back?
I think
know.
I
That's
think
why
I
I'm
think end of
scared.
January. You know,
Oh, is it January?
I think so.
That's why it's sticky. And they've got no players going to AFCON. They've got no players
Yeah,
going to the
yeah.
South Korean
It's peak.
Cup or whatever the
peak,
is
it's
happening
Oh,
in
their
Asia
team,
now.
their team's just boom.
Pep dated
Yeah.
it, man. He said Europeans only, South Americans only.
Oh shit! All right, let's get back to the game quickly. Anyway, the referee situation,
Oh.
blowing the whistle, and they threw and goal. He gave the advantage. Then he threw it back.
He said, "Psych."
You see, Haaland turned into Margin Boo. I see. They say he looked like Boo from Dragon Ball Z, boy.
You see, he tweeted literally straight after the game, like, man ran down the tunnel, didn't take off his boot, picked up his phone and hopped on the net.
Yeah, he said what the he said
Yeah.
W.
He better get fined. He better get banned. Van Dijk got a 1-game ban.
He said what the F.
Yeah, swearing at the ref.
No,
Wait,
but- yeah.
Guess who that ref was? Guess what game he ref this season?
I know, but I can't remember. I heard it yesterday.
Because I know it. It's the game that took our unbeaten streak away.
Yeah.
He ref the Tottenham Liverpool game.
Oh, serious as well.
And then he got demoted to the Championship.
So what? And then he's back again.
And then he got back.
So he needs to. I reckon this is why the point system thing needs to
League
run.
2 now. You got to go ref basketball.
He was quite within his rights to stop that game, though. He was. Let's just put a controversy.
Why?
It was because it, as a referee, he did 95 minutes of excellent refereeing that everybody, as a fan would see. But because he stopped it, because that normal, that stop. I mean, from his position when he's looking down the line where that ball's going, he may have thought it's not going to get to Jack Grealish. Okay, I'm not going to side with referees because trust me, I'm not going to side because they did a shock with Nottingham Forest. So I will sit around and say that he was within his rights, but it was a wrong decision.
He blew it
You should
too
let
quick,
too
though.
quickly.
Yeah.
You should let it go. You should let it go.
Yeah.
There's
Also-
two. He either thought Grealish ain't getting that, and even if he does,
That's
get it,
right,
he's
that's
thinking,
right.
he ain't finishing that, and he's
Yeah.
probably thinking Haaland ain't got it. He's not going to do it.
Yeah.
But he did it after Haaland had
Yeah.
already kicked it. So
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
probably like, oh, nah. in his locker.
KDB is back in January, so
There you go.
yeah, it's long.
So you're gonna win the league.
100% back. Or
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you're gonna win the league.
But back to you, JD. Just saying that
Yeah.
that view. Yes, I agree with all you guys. He should have let play continue. That was the one. He should just let it go.
Should let it go 100% in a row. Refereeing this season's been poor, man.
We talk
That's
about
another
it every
thing,
week,
huh?
though, don't we? Talk about it.
That
Guy
tells
talks
you how
about it.
shit it is, man.
The game,
Everyone talks about it.
the game's dying, man.
Yeah, they're ruining the game. Well, this season anyway, it's been shocking. VAR, the refs.
Yeah, it's
Shocking,
like
man.
Did
In
you?
Europe,
you know-
the things they're doing
the-
up in Europe.
the craziest thing is, it's like VAR's been so bad that we haven't really touched on referees just being bad recently, and because there was no big VAR, well, in that game anyway, big VAR decision. We just saw the referee mistake, which happens a lot, but usually VAR is there to just make it worse, kind of thing.
No, you know what? Actually, I'm going to retract that. I don't think refereeing has been that bad this
Yeah.
year. I think the referees making the VAR decisions have been bad.
Oh, yeah, no.
Overall, I think there's actually been some pretty good refereeing performances in the league this season. But yeah, no, it does.
But there's been shocking decisions, and I just put it down to refereeing on the whole.
Yeah, that's
You
refereeing.
can't just put it down to
like,
VAR because
no,
sometimes the referee's got to make a decision from VAR,
Well, it's
and
the-
they've
it's the-
chosen wrong decisions.
No, it's one, the rules of how VAR intervenes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the clear and obvious thing where it's like, right, why does it need to be a thing that the ref has clearly made a mistake? Because you should just be able to look and go, that's a mistake. Objectively, that's a mistake, not objectively.
It's obvious that it's a
Yeah.
mistake.
What-
Yeah.
What you're
I get
looking at though is, if you think about it, there were 3 referees before VAR, wasn't there? There were your 2 linesmen, and then you had a 4th one who'd come on as the the board carrier. Right? So now you've got 3 additional referees in the whole of that match. 7 referees, you would call it.
7 referees and mistakes are still this.
Yeah, and
Terrible.
And you're right about the VAR, because the VAR has been probably, that's supposed to support a referee, and I've not seen much support this season. I'm seeing a lot of silly decisions being made by VAR, which could penalise a team and even add to the fact or contribute to them being relegated because of some of those
100%.
decisions. It's
Yeah,
awful.
100%. Like, for instance, the Newcastle goal. Imagine it's a point in it, or a couple points in it towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
That Newcastle goal against us, we're going to be pissed off. What's you lot's decision? You lot have had some funny ones as well. You understand? So
Yeah, no, it
it needs
all a
to
bit weird.
fix up, man. But
So
time's
just
getting
got-
on. We need to crack on. Chelsea, we can jump into the Chelsea game.
This one's short and sweet. Enzo's dead. Scored 2 goals is whack.
Imagine I put in my bet building for this.
Did you?
I swear that I just done a random thing. I said, let me put Enzo on it, and he scored. I saw it in the window. Yeah, they beat Brighton 3-2. Enzo over header, penalty. Colwell with another goal.
What do you think about penalty?
I didn't even see the game, you know. I just watched that.
Penalty was dead.
What, the
Like,
shot he took?
when Mudrik's running onto it. And
Oh, the way the foul. No, it was a foul, though.
I don't know.
took him
man.
out.
I don't know, man.
He didn't win the ball. I saw that, sorry, I did
It's
see
like
that.
he goes to step in, then he doesn't, and he falls behind Mudrik, but like obviously his momentum's carrying him forward.
But he
The
took him out.
The keeper's already got the ball in his hand by that point, though.
But he still took the man out, innit? He didn't touch the ball.
I don't know.
Sliding in reckless. But the Brighton goal was good. What's how you pronounce his name?
Buonanotte.
Yeah.
Bono, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a good
I
goal, so
watched
he
that
did it
goal.
well.
Literally, I switched on the Chelsea game because I saw Liverpool go 2-1 up. I was like, I'm not watching this shit. Went to that game and I was like, oh, Chelsea are winning. I was just about to switch it off. Then I saw him score. I was like, all right, cool. Let me carry on watching. Then I saw the red card. I said, oh, I might be watching this tonight. Yeah. Then they started to turn it on second half. I just said, gotta get
That's
rid of that.
dud from Brighton as well, though, for losing to 10 men.
10 men team
But
as well, yeah.
10 men.
After getting a goal back, too.
I don't think. Yeah, but they were losing 3-1 by that point, innit?
I don't know what's happened to Brighton. I mean, they started off out the trap.
It's
started
the
well,
European football.
Yeah, it started off really well, and then all of a sudden they've just tailed off a bit.
Fair
And
enough.
they've got a load of injuries now.
Yeah.
They've
But-
got a bag of
They're,
injuries.
they're in like the same position as Newcastle, but it's just Newcastle have coped with it just that little bit better. So then it doesn't seem as bad because we were saying the same kind of thing where Newcastle look like they're a lot worse off than last season, but really it's just them added games and the injuries are starting to pile up.
And the quality as well. I think Newcastle's first 11 is on an
Oh, yeah.
individual basis.
Yeah,
Player for player are better, whereas Brighton
Yeah.
is more so.
the system.
They're very well coached. The system.
they play is good.
If
Yeah.
they have the players in there, it'll work, but then they don't have the depth.
Where
They're
are
missing
Brighton?
players. They're playing March left back. I don't think he didn't even start this game actually because he played midweek.
So
Brighton, they let a lot of goals.
To be
Both teams
fair,
have scored in their previous.
they're
games.
eighth right now, and you got to think like the big players they got rid of from last season, and then the additions they're bringing in, they're not doing too bad because you got to think the losses in players and the injuries.
But they got that João Pedro guy. Oh, he's an amazing player.
Do you know what? Chinese brother?
Mitoma.
He's injured.
Is he out at the moment?
No, he played. He played.
What's
He
that?
played full 90.
Hold on.
What's the defender that's injured as well?
Estepinian.
He's
By the
good
way-
as well, but
Yeah.
he's injured as well for him.
We got to shout out DJ because he called João Pedro from weeks and weeks ago. He said he was going to come good, and I wasn't believing him.
That was
So
me.
I-
I was the
DJ
João
said it as
Pedro.
well.
No,
too.
DJ said it.
He called out Adingra.
No, DJ said it like
He took
right
João
in
Pedro
one
as
of the
well.
first episodes. DJ said it. I'll be honest. Either way, I'm just
you
admitting I'm
called
wrong.
out in
innit?
though, bruv.
I'm just
I
admitting I'm
called
wrong.
out Pedro. Brighton. It was Brighton and Aston Villa for me with my teams with the signings. I said João Pedro is a very good signing for them, and he's young. And then DJ was talking about that Adingra, and then he scored the other week, and then he was like, "Come on, man! I know I got my memory on lock."
Saying they have to win that one. It's almost like they're being dragged into a relegation battle. But I think Everton were up for it, weren't they?
Yeah.
You've lost 10 points. You've been deducted, and then all of a sudden you've got to find them points again. And on the day, it's a shocking game. It was an awful game, though, to be honest with you. I mean, he's laughing. He knows
Brexit
what I'm
football.
about. It was that bad.
Yeah,
it was. It was awful.
It's literally route one, and that's it.
But there was a shocking VAR decision in there. I will certainly say Forest should have had a penalty, even though they may not have won that game. But that penalty was stonewall. Same decision last week. Brighton, they got it, but didn't get it. That don't make sense. Come on.
That's the consistency of
Yeah.
VAR. innit?
But it's
I watched the game.
I did.
Well, Yatesy was going in the box, and Doucouré has pulled his shirt, practically holding on to him for dear life. It's almost like he wanted to take the shirt off his back.
It's just like
They've set a sticky precedent because City got that penalty against United for the arm around his body, and that was more of a pull.
Exactly. And now,
there's the whole call of where's the consistency. Yep.
I'm just saying, if that had
If
been
City's
given,
a penalty, that's
a
a
penalty. Exactly.
If it's not given and the City one wasn't given, then you're like, fair enough, because it happens every week. But
they are slightly consistent.
you've given that City one, so now you need to be doing that for everyone else.
But also, did you see who did Villa play?
What, this week?
Yeah, was it Bournemouth?
Yeah, 2-2.
Yeah. Do you not see when they should? I can't remember the player's name. He should have got a second yellow though for pulling the shirt.
Nah, I missed that. My bad.
But basically, it's like a nothing. It's nothing.
it's
But
two.
he's pulled the shirt and it's right in front of the referee. He's on a yellow already. He didn't get the second yellow. So it's like they've been consistent in not giving it, kind of thing.
This goes
So
back to that VAR, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's-
VAR again,
It's,
But
it's bad to go about it that way though.
As you say, right, Jay, the game was not one to really watch for everybody
I didn't
else,
watch
right?
it.
That's
You talk, right?
So, right, and I'm just going to say, basically,
I gotta
I
be
sat
real.
there watching, and I was almost like I wanted to switch off, but I will certainly say they do need a striker, Nottingham Forest. They need somebody up front. And, I was talking to Jay on the way here that, if we can get Morgan Gibbs-White playing a false nine, might be able to hold the ball better.
I rate him.
Few
He's
people in.
a decent baller.
Yeah, he's decent.
You lot got some decent players though. Alanga, I like Alanga a
Yeah,
lot.
he's a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decent players.
He
Sangare.
right now people are saying Alanga's playing better than
It
Rashford.
was
so-
awful that day. It was awful.
awful.
It was awful on Saturday. Yeah,
You're
Saturday's
taking
terrible.
off early as well. First sub for you.
I know.
Yes. I don't know. It's a weird one at the bottom.
Me-
The bottom end.
You
of
say
the
bottom
table.
gang.
Yeah,
Bottom end of the
listen,
table.
although I'm still proud of wearing that
That's a
shirt.
pause.
Yeah, no, that's a wipe for that.
Listen, how do you think I feel? I've worn white hiss for the last 40 odd years.
One thing I can say, you got to give Daichi his props because
Yeah, he's did well.
10 points deducted and they're still not bottom of the league. It's-
And they look like they're gonna come out soon.
yeah, they're definitely getting out of that.
Yeah,
Bane of
100%.
managers, he was born in the dark. He struggles.
You adopted it.
But Daichi's a diehard
Relegation.
He just isn't. He's there
Yeah.
fighter. He's where he's down the bottom. He doesn't believe in I'm not going out. I'm not going down with a fight. No, he's not going to go down. He's definitely not.
New
But-
gen Sam Allardyce. That's what he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
There's always one of them relegation managers, isn't it? He just
Yeah,
comes
you
in.
gotta love him. You need him.
What's the last game? The what? Palace.
we're done,
West Ham?
we're done.
Oh,
We're
that
out.
game was
Dead
whack
game
anyway.
anyway.
Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah. Bournemouth Villa, 2-2. That's it. All right, we're gonna do your fire round quickly, yeah, because you're old school as well.
Oh yeah, old school.
Got the
yeah.
grey hairs and that.
No, yeah, that's right, man. It's showing it, guys.
Always
Born in the Brian.
All right, cool. We're gonna touch on a quick fire round for you. I ain't got no Nottingham Forest players.
I have.
But I didn't do it because I only know Stan Collymore. Who else is cold?
Well, we had some good players back in when we were the Premier League 20 odd years ago.
who?
Van Hooijdonk, and he went on strike.
Van Hooijdonk. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Went
I remember the
on
name.
strike. He
Who
did,
else?
he did it because he sold Kevin Campbell.
I only know Stan Collymore. He wasn't even born when them man
I
was good.
was like 4 years old though.
Well, when Nottingham Forest was good. That
No,
was
he
in
said
the
he said 20 years ago, innit?
No, in the 90s. I'm talking about in the
I'm talking about
90s.
90s,
listen, man.
mate.
Who was you born? 90 what?
You want me to go
99.
further?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
was good 90.
You want me to-
Exactly what?
Oh, do you want me to go back to 79, 80?
Hey,
Oh, that
listen,
was when they won the 2
my
European
parents weren't
Cups.
even born back then, boy.
Yeah, the 2 stars, isn't it? That's what the 2 stars
Where's
is.
Arsenal's? Where's Arsenal's?
2 stars. 2 European
Get out of here. All right, let me run into the fire round quickly for you. All right, this is Nad's fire round. Buffon or Schmeichel?
Buffon.
Buffon. Van der Sar, check.
On the fence with that one. And the reason why I say that is because Van der Sar's got a slightly different way of playing, and Czech's just like, gung ho.
Checks at X, man.
He's
But
good.
go on.
You know what? I'll go Van der Sar.
Cannavaro or Maldini?
Maldini.
John Terry or Rio Ferdinand?
Rio Ferdinand.
Rio watches this, by the way.
I'm glad.
Choice. He's going to beat Tone up. He said.
Rio
DM punch Tone up.
Rio Ferdinand.
I said no. Should I really DM? Only joke. Cannavaro or Stapstam?
Yapstam.
Sergio Ramos or PK?
Ramos.
Yeah, I like Ramos.
Ramos.
Gangster.
Yeah.
Cafu or Dani Alves?
Alves.
Evra or Ashley Cole?
Evra.
Evra.
Yeah, Evra. Ashley Cole was a bit.
I love this game.
I like Evra.
Carl Walker or Xavi Zanetti?
I'm going to go with Carl Walker.
Over Zanetti?
Yeah, you know why? Because he's actually playing really well and he's a good player, he's a good
Zanetti's
defender.
a gangster.
I know he's gangster, but I'm going to give you that little bit of controversial sort of take on it. So I'm going to say Walker.
Walker. You're not a big Walker fan, are you? Yeah, Gerrard or Lampard?
Gerrard.
Okay, cool. It's Xavi or Iniesta?
Iniesta.
Busquets or Rodri?
Oh, it's a tight one between them two. I'll go Busquets.
Yeah, Busquets.
Busquets.
Scholes or Pirlo?
Pirlo.
Yeah.
Pirlo.
Vieira or Roy Keane? You better say Vieira, bro.
I am going to say Vieira. Roy Keane was just
Going your ticket to come back on again.
Vieira. I used to like them two when they used to go down the tunnel. Them two. They used to have
go
some
at it.
proper. Yeah.
Makelele or Kante?
Kante.
Zidane or Ronaldinho?
Oh, I'm going to go Zidane. I know Ronaldinho's a good player, but I'm going to go
man,
Zidane.
Ronaldinho-
I like the way he used to shimmy them people on the board.
Ronaldinho's the...
Yeah, but he used to.
know about
Yeah,
that,
but he's
man.
skilled.
Ronaldinho,
But
what?
you got to kind of.
No, I'm saying Ronaldinho.
Oh,
Yeah, you say
No, I'm
Ronaldinho. I
saying-
say Zidane.
Oh, for the first time, you got your yeah, well done.
Listen, let's not go back to that.
All right, cool. Rivaldo or Neymar?
Neymar.
Over Rivaldo?
Yeah, Neymar. It does a lot of rolling. I like it.
Did you watch Rivaldo play?
Nah, you asked me this 2 weeks ago.
But did you watch him play?
Neymar's a good player.
You ain't watched him?
I seen him score like one.
Oh,
Rivaldo's like old school, but Neymar's got speed. Rivaldo's got a bit of skill that kind of.
Rivaldo was good.
Yeah, he's a good player, but.
Bergkamp or Cantona?
Oh, you put me on the fence for that one, Jay. I'll have to give that to Cantona. Man
Oh,
United.
Bamba clout, you, bro.
Sorry.
No way. Del Piero or Totti?
Del Piero.
Yeah.
Del Piero.
Batistuta or Shevchenko?
Batistuta.
You don't even know about Batistuta. That's what I'm saying.
Batistuta.
You don't even know about Batistuta. You sound young, bro. Suarez or Aguero?
Aguero.
What?
Yeah. Not going to give Suarez. He bites too many people, man.
Nah, man, you're going mad. Suarez over Aguero. I mean, Aguero
No,
over
okay, no, I'm
Suarez.
joking. No, it's Suarez, yeah. But he will bite you as well, so that's a good thing.
Shearer or Kane? Harry Kane.
I would say Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Just.
Ronaldo, R9 or Mbappe?
Ooh, Mbappe hasn't finished his career, and I think Ronaldo's near the end, so I'm going to say probably
No,
for
R9
now.
Ronaldo, not CR7. R9 Ronaldo.
Oh, that Ronaldo one. Yeah,
Real
he finished his
Ronaldo.
career, that's what I'm saying. So I'll say,
Oh.
yeah, him. I'll say R9. I'll say R9 for now.
Messi or CR7 Ronaldo?
Ronaldo, CR7.
Better than Messi.
I think so, yeah. It's
No
slightly different
way.
player. Messi's good, but Ronaldo's been around a few different teams as well. Messi's only been in one or two.
All right. Pele or Maradona?
Pele.
Pele. Okay, cool.
Pele.
All right, that was your fire round. And that was the On The Bench podcast. Like, subscribe, comment, follow. They've got any more Twitter followers?
Yeah.
Have you got any Twitter followers yet? Let's come closer.
No.
Subscribe to people who use Twitter. Where does it
Follow
go?
us, so I'ma follow
People that
you.
use Twitter. What's it called? Isn't it called X now, son?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
nah,
called-
but
it's
it's Twitter,
called
man.
X.
Anybody using
Who's
it?
changed it to
still
X? That sounds like
Elon
some
Musk.
over 18 site.
Elon
X,
Musk, man.
Huh?
He bought it and called it X, didn't he?
Nah,
Elon Musk.
Twitter, man.
I'm an alien man there. Anyway,
Like, share, subscribe, comment, follow the Instagram, follow the Twitter,
follow my personal page. I ain't got no new followers either.
follow me home if you want. Anything.
Yeah, follow. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Be back next week. Subscribe. We need subscribers, though, man.
Hey, what were you on? Road to what?
Road to what?
How many subscribers?
1 billion.
Road to 1 million, dog. 1 million subscribers soon. Yeah, that's what we're on the road
By
to.
next week.
And you too could become on the bench or something like that. We
1 million subscribers.
Corniest shit I ever heard.
Yeah. All right, Corny, man. All right. See you later. Peace.
Thanks.